It's the only song I ever really wrote for like the acoustic guitar. Rock and roll is my guitar, girls electricity, and if I got both of them, I got all I need. I could live a life without liquor, I know that it'd be hard, but life without girls and rock and roll would break my heart. 'Cause rock and roll ain't a game that you can stop at any time. It's a really serious thing, like war and crime. Rock and roll ain't a game where you know all the rules. You gotta pick up your guitar and play the fool.
Hello and welcome to Cricket Commentaries. As always, I am your host, Jecto Mastro, and as always, I'm joined by my very good friend and co-host, Keaton Byer.
Fucking right,
Hello,
buddy.
Keaton.
All right, this is
right here, right in fucking studio.
Yeah, we're in studio.
Keaton's right in front of me.
Yeah, we're in this, as you can see here.
Yeah.
In the same shot.
Yeah,
we're in studio. This is a special episode. We've got a very special episode for you for a number of reasons.
Oh yeah, why is this so special, eh?
I mean, for those of you who are watching,
Yeah, well, you're gonna get a treat, I guess.
yeah. For those of you who are listening, we'll see how that goes. I don't know.
We'll see how that goes, but
it'll be interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're gonna fucking give her on this episode. It's gonna be a good time. This episode's gonna be a bit more of a party than it usually is. I would say.
You would say?
I would say.
All right.
But yeah, so should we get into the episode, and then we can fucking
well, let's just give her.
Fucking give her, yeah.
Let's just give her. All
right. So last week we forgot to actually explain the title of the film. Do you want to take a moment to do that?
Yeah. So the title of the film, as we all know, is Fubar.
Fubar.
We're talking about the first movie, not the second one.
Yeah.
So Fubar is obviously an acronym, and they
Yeah.
don't explain this in the movie, but
Yeah, they do.
do they?
I think they do.
Oh,
I think they do.
I don't remember them doing it.
I think it's like one of the first things they do, but maybe I'm wrong.
But anyway, Fubar stands for fucked up beyond all recognition.
Yeah, it's a military term.
Yeah, it comes from the military, and it basically just means like, fucked up.
Fucked up beyond all recognition.
Just like Terry
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Diener, they're all fucked up.
Yeah, exactly.
All the time. Yeah,
Exactly.
They're all loaded. Yeah.
It's really a perfect title for this movie.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think you got something like right off the bat for us here, Keaton.
Yeah, I do. We're gonna fucking go right into it.
All right. So what's the segment we have right off the bat here then, Keaton? Eh?
Well, the segment we got right off the bat for you here is something. It's not false. We're actually starting. We get to this. The reality of things later on, but we're actually gonna start today with the truth.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it came in pretty hot there, buddy.
Pretty hot,
yeah. All right, so that's why this is a special episode. This is an extremely special episode because it's light on content because we kind of covered...
Yeah, we thought that there was more to cover last week, and then we realized that there's maybe not that much.
There's not
stuff
a
in this episode.
whole lot.
But
yeah.
that's okay, because there's always stuff to talk about.
Exactly. We'll always find something to talk about, and we've got a lot of good stuff. But before we get to that, we're gonna do the truth, which is it's very a Canadian truth, how we say.
Okay.
We're gonna play a little game, and those of you who are watching, you'll have noticed we have lined up in front of us.
Yeah, a couple old style pills.
Couple pills.
Yeah.
So these will be the subject of the game. So we've got here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do a little Calgary quiz because So I've done the quiz already. I've got my score.
Yeah.
So now we're gonna score you, and the winner.
Yeah.
Well, we'll start with the loser. The loser of the game will have to shotgun an old style,
Okay.
a pils, and the winner of the game will have to shotgun an old style, a
Oh,
pils.
wow.
So that's these are the stakes we're working with here.
Wow, high stakes, high stakes.
Yeah. So let's I guess we can fucking give her.
Yeah, let's fucking give her that, eh?
So, because the point of this is this takes place in Calgary, Fubar. These are like, we talked about last week. It's like the fucking the hometown, Canadian boys. We love to like look at our degenerates for some reason.
Yeah, the hosers.
The hosers. Yeah,
Yeah.
we love to look at the hosers and fucking laugh.
And so today we are becoming hosers.
Exactly. Today we are embracing the hoser within us all.
Okay.
All right. So this is it's a 10-question quiz.
I'm gonna be so bad.
Yeah, I
this.
know.
I'm gonna be terrible at this. I'll tell you right now.
It's hard. It's hard.
All
Hard
right.
quiz. Those of you in Calgary will laugh at
we're
us.
sorry about this.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't know how little I knew about Calgary.
All right.
All right. You ready?
Yep.
Okay. In October 2006, what was the tallest building in Calgary?
October 2006.
Was it A, Calgary Tower, B, Petro Canada Centre, C, Bankers Hall, or D, Telus Tower?
Okay. So let me think. The only building I actually know that's in Calgary is the Saddle Dome.
Yeah, me too. That's the only one I'm 100% sure of.
But okay, I also know that. So the Petro Canada was one of them, and the other one was Telus and some other things.
You got Calgary Tower, Petro Canada Centre, Bankers Hall, and Telus Tower.
Okay. I'm going to say it's Telus Tower.
All right, so we'll lock that one in. We'll go through all the answers at the end.
Yeah, because I think that if it were Edmonton, it would be the oil thing.
It would be
Calgary,
right.
It might not be.
Good.
That's my thinking.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
All right. Question 2. Which two rivers flow through Calgary? Is it A, Bow and Oldman, B, Bow and South Saskatchewan, C, Bow and Elbow, or D, Bow and North Saskatchewan?
So it's the
So
two
all
Saskatchewans
Bow-
were South and North Saskatchewan.
North and South, it's all Bow. But then you've got North Saskatchewan, South Saskatchewan, Oldman, or Elbow.
I'm going to say it's Bow and South Saskatchewan.
Bow and South Saskatchewan, locked in.
All right.
All right. In September 2006, I don't know why they like 2006.
I don't know.
This
2002
quiz is from,
would be a good one.
it would be. This quiz is from 2021, so I don't know why it's
I don't know. Maybe that's
So
where
into-
they got the information.
Yeah, okay. So in September 2006, what was the name of the busiest north-south road in Calgary? Is it A, Center Street, B, Blackfoot Trail, C, Deerfoot Trail, or D, Barlow Trail?
Why are they trails?
Because it's Calgary.
Well, I'm gonna say Center Street.
Center
That
Street.
seems like a good one.
That seems like a street, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, here's a good one that you might know.
Okay. Maybe I'll know this one.
In which year did Calgary host the Winter Olympics? A, 1992, B, 1988, C, 1984, or D, 1980?
It was 1988. I know because of Cool Runnings.
That's a good reason to know.
Yeah.
John Candy, another
Exactly.
Canadian. That's a
Now
Canadian.
watch me be totally wrong.
Which street is also known by Calgarians as the Red Mile? Is it Calgarians?
I believe so. Calgarians, yeah.
Yeah, Calgarians. Which street is also known by Calgarians as the Red Mile? Is it 16th Avenue, 16th Street, 17th Street, or 17th Avenue? So it's 16 or
So,
17.
Can you say the question again?
Which street is also known by Calgarians as the Red Mile?
I don't know. Fucking 17th Street.
17th
Wild
Street.
guess.
Wild guess. All right. What is the name of Calgary's public train system? Their LRT system. Is it A, Bullet Train, B, Sky Train, C, Sea Train, or D, Underground Train? I think they say it in the movie once.
I'm trying to think. Is it SkyTrain?
I don't remember.
I'm gonna say SkyTrain.
SkyTrain
Watch
locked
me
in.
be totally fucking wrong. I've never been to Calgary.
Yeah,
for
me neither.
clarification.
Me neither, yeah. No. Okay, so which of these Albertan universities was founded first? Is it the University of Lethbridge? Is it Athabasca University? Is it Mount Royal University? Or is it the University of Alberta? Which was founded first?
I don't know. Lethbridge University?
That's what I said as well. What is the airport code for Calgary International Airport? Is it CAL? Is it YYC? Is it CGY? Is it YYZ?
Okay, it's not fucking YYZ.
It's definitely not YYZ.
Just for all you who don't know, YYZ is the airport code for Pearson, Toronto.
And that's where we are right now. So that's yeah.
Well, technically, it's not the Toronto airport code; it's the code for Pearson.
Pearson, yeah, right. Good point.
What was it? I think it's YYC.
YYC.
I'm pretty sure it's YYC.
Locked in.
I could be completely wrong.
All right, another one that's going to be a shot in the dark. Which Calgary hospital opened in October of 2006? Was it Peter Lougheed Hospital? Is it South Calgary Hospital? Is it Alberta's Children's Hospital? Or is it Foothills Hospital?
Okay, where's the Farrell Memorial Hospital?
The Farrell Memorial? That's a good question. Yeah, the Farrell Memorial Hospital. I mean, that's probably the other name for the South Calgary Hospital.
Yeah, sure, I'll go with South Calgary.
Yeah. All right, and last, but certainly not least, number 10. What is a nickname that Calgary is commonly known by? Is it A, Hogtown? Is it B, Cowtown? Is it C, Chicken Town? Or is it D, Horsetown?
It's Cowtown, right?
Cowtown is locked in. So you're locked in.
Let's get my score. Okay.
All right, let's get your score. Out of 10, you got a... You got 3 out of 10.
Ooh, jeez, what did I get right?
So, you got, in October 2006, the tallest building in Calgary. You got that.
Okay, nice.
You got that wrong.
I got that wrong. Oh, you're going through them all. Okay,
Yeah.
I thought you were telling me which ones I got right.
Yeah, the correct answer was Telus Tower.
That's what I said, isn't it?
Oh, no, sorry, you said Telus Tower.
Yeah.
The correct answer was Petro-Canada
Okay,
Center.
yeah.
My bad.
Okay, well.
For the rivers, the correct answer was Bow and Elbow.
Oh, that's funny, actually, now that I think about it.
That is pretty funny.
Yeah.
The north-south road, busiest, was Deerfoot Trail, so it was actually one of the trails.
It was one of the trails. I just feel like a trail doesn't seem like it's a big road.
Doesn't really seem like the busiest north-south corridor. So the one you did get correct, the Olympics one, Cool Running served you
you
well.
Nice.
So that's correct. In 1988, Calgary had the Winter Olympics.
Yeah.
And then the Red Mile one you got incorrect. The actual answer is 17th Avenue. You were close. You said 17th Street. Yeah. It's so here's the answer. This is interesting. After the Calgary Flames playoff run in the 2003-4 NHL season, a small portion of 17th Avenue became known as the Red Mile.
Oh.
It is where people from all over the city converge to celebrate after every Flames game.
Okay. Okay.
So that's a hockey thing. So you should know that.
Hey, man. I fucking never even think about the Calgary Flames half the time.
Ooh, shade. But yeah.
I mean, we never play them.
It's true.
They're in the fucking Western Conference.
That's true. So the Calgary LRT system, you said SkyTrain.
Yeah.
The correct answer was C-Train.
Okay. There's no C in Calgary, though. Oh, I guess it's just C, the letter.
Calgary is the...
Oh, right.
There's no C in Calgary?
No, it's S-E-A.
Oh,
like
right.
C-Train.
Yeah, it's a letter C, C. So the university, you said Lethbridge. The correct answer was Alberta. University of Alberta.
Right.
You were correct about YYC being
nice.
the airport.
Nice. I knew that.
And then Children's Hospital was the correct one.
Just out randomly. I had no idea.
Yeah, and you were correct. It was Cowtown.
Okay.
So, you got a 3 out of 10, which actually gives us kind of the average score for this quiz, 7 out of 10.
Really? How'd you do?
I got 3 out of 10.
Oh, shit.
So we are tied.
So I guess that means we both drank a Pilsner.
Yeah, I guess it means we both have to shotgun a Pilsner.
Here we go. Or it's been
So,
a while
yeah,
since I shotgunned a beer, but I'm pretty sure what you do is you just...
Cheater. Yeah, he's going for it. Open it up. Fucking right, buddy. All right. There you go.
I am playing boogie 'cause I'm on here. You're sitting on a couch, you ain't as good as me. Milk in your mouth, it's a waste of your time. You got crumbs on your face, you a big waste of space. Yeah. I'm on TV. Yeah, baby, take a walk with me. Yeah. Coming in the ground, expensive and lies. They put on a show so you won't go for the mad train and playing the game. Right as
So for all you folks in the audio world, we just shotgunned a beer while you This is good radio. This is good radio right here. They were doing normal
Yeah,
size.
they were doing smaller cans. The tall cans.
We did tall cans.
Which maybe wasn't good.
Oh, it was a horrible idea, but it's all we could
We
get.
couldn't find filter short ones.
And
Not
we-
in Toronto.
Yeah, no. Well, we would have had to buy the 15 ones, and I don't think we would have been able to do a podcast if we drank 15 Pilsners.
I don't know if we can do a podcast. We drank one. Or shotgun one.
Oh, God. Huzzah.
Oh, jeez.
So there you go. We have, we shotgunned a beer,
Oh.
and it did not go well.
Yeah,
if
no,
you could
it's
tell.
been fucking forever since I've done this.
If you've, if you were, if you could tell by how long it took us
Yeah.
to do it.
Oh god, we didn't do it in one go.
No, we're not that fucking hardcore.
Yeah, we couldn't do it like fucking Diener and Terry could do it
Yeah.
usually. Yeah.
I think I made my hole a little small as well.
Yeah, me too. Well, because it came out like I think maybe I should shake it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like it's a little over carbonated.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
But that was a good experience, good experiment, everybody.
Oh yeah. All right, guys. So
it's-
that's what it's like to be Terry and Diener.
Yeah, so
Shotgun and a pilsner.
yeah, so you're welcome for that entertainment. We can move on to the rest of the episode for you because we got good stuff here.
So we're gonna do the tiebreaker though. The question.
Yeah, we'll do that later.
Okay.
We'll do that at the end of the episode.
Okay.
We'll break the tie.
All right. Cool.
So we'll talk about the production of the movie because
Yeah.
it's
1 second. Can we just cut for a second? I got beer on my screen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Rock and roll is my guitar. Girls' electricity.
Are we back?
Yeah, we're back.
All right. Yeah, that was brutal. So you got the beer off your screen. Yeah. You had to be careful.
It really sprayed.
Yeah, it really
Yeah.
went for it. It was a real
Yeah.
cannon. But yeah, I don't know why would you ever want to do that to yourself?
Well, I'll tell you why, and I think Terry has the answer for us.
Oh, yeah?
Well, because it's like, when Terry said, like, when you go to a party,
Yeah.
and like, everybody there is like,
Woo!
they're already like,
They're already shitter.
they're already
yeah.
loaded, and then like you try talking to them, and then you realize, and you're like, well, hey, what's going on? And you realize they're just all loaded, and the
Yeah,
only
it's
time you're
like-
gonna have a good time, the only way you're gonna have a good time
Yeah.
is you just catch up,
Yeah, you gotta go shotgun a
So
couple
you gotta
pills.
shotgun a couple beers, and
Yeah.
then you're at their level.
Exactly. And then.
All right, what about the production?
So basically, like we said last week, we did everything last week. It's all covered. Mostly this week is just kind of like a little details, and we've got a few quotes from like David Lawrence and Doze about the film.
Yeah, Michael Doe's the director.
The director, yeah.
And Dave Lawrence is Terry.
as is Terry. For those
Yeah.
of you, who haven't watched the or listened to the first episode.
Yeah, if you haven't listened to the first episode, then you're probably fucking completely lost here.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
why would like, a couple idiots fucking
Yeah.
shotgun a pill? Like, how is this? This is already terrible radio.
Radio, yeah.
But basically, so David Lawrence, he explained that I think this is hilarious because we touched upon this last week, but I hadn't seen this quote from David Lawrence.
Yeah.
He explained Fubar as a Calgarian version of the classic Canadian hoser comedy.
Mm.
And do you want to read this quote from him?
Yeah, he said basically like, I'm not the first one to invent it. Bob and Doug, Wayne's World, Trailer Park Boys. This is Calgary's own version of that.
I love that he put Wayne's World in there.
Yeah,
like,
because it's like, yeah, Wayne's World is like, you know.
it's just that's so
It's
validating that
It's
we're not
true.
the only people who
Yeah,
like
exactly.
claim Wayne's World as Canadian.
Well, it is.
Even though it
fucking
takes
Canadian.
place in
Yeah, but I mean, like Wayne's clearly from Scarborough.
yeah,
you know?
well he is like I don't know if it's like canonically, but
Well, I mean, so like Wayne's World is like the Scarborough version of that. Like fucking Trailer Park Boys is like the fucking East Coast version.
Yeah,
of that.
yeah, the
And
Trailer
then,
Park.
like Fubar is the
Calgary,
prairie,
the prairie version, yeah. But yeah, so they, like we said last week, they fucking maxed out all their credit cards and shit because they were gonna make this movie. They
Yeah.
fucking, including their Canadian Tire
Oh yeah.
credit card, which was good stuff. At the time, Doze was actually working for Much Music. So
Oh yeah. What was he
Canadian.
doing?
He was apparently shooting music videos and such. Like, I don't know if he was like, directing them, but I think he might have just been like, part of the crew or whatever.
Yeah.
But they were trying to, they were really wanted to fucking make it. Well, he specifically really wanted to make it happen. Apparently, I was reading he was like really the fucking driving force between to making this film like happen. Obviously, David Lawrence, as we talked about,
Yeah.
was like,
So he came up with like kind of idea, but then Michael Douglas is the one that's like kind of making
Yeah.
it like
yeah, he's
just
like,
making all the things.
Yeah, exactly.
Go and like doing all the logistics and everything. Yeah.
like, yeah, I'm gonna go get the computer. I'm gonna
Yeah,
get the
exactly.
camera. All right,
Yeah.
get over here. We're gonna go
Yeah,
fucking start filming.
Mhm.
So basically, yeah, they just fucking started because, like, they didn't have a fucking
Pills for break here.
yep, a little pills break.
Oh god. You going?
They didn't have a script at this point or anything. So, but again, Doze was just like, let's just fucking get out there and start filming. I think he was saying Doze was saying that he actually like at some point had actually like tried to do like a movie kind of like the regular. He said like the regular way or whatever. That's the way he put it, which was like get a whole crew and your script and like the conventional filmmaking process that we discussed it last week. how this film was.
You all know the conventional filmmaking process. We've discussed it and gone over it many times.
Many
how it
times
works and everything, but like,
but yeah,
clearly that's not the way they were doing this.
exactly. But yeah, but with this one, he was just like, fuck it, this movie's gonna happen. Because I think the movie he was working on before this didn't end up getting made, and he was also working on it with David Lawrence.
Mm-hmm.
But it didn't end up finished, and I think that really like,
I mean, it's a really expensive way to make a movie. The standard
Exactly.
way of making a movie.
exactly.
You know?
And he's like, I think he realized like this is not what's the word? This is not viable for
this is not viable for a bunch of dudes like in Calgary.
for the type of movie that they wanted to make.
Yeah.
So basically,
But I heard David Lawrence was saying that when they did Fubar 2, that Michael Doze was very much like, he's like, yeah, no, we're gonna make this the proper way now that we have,
we
like,
can,
now
yeah.
that we can, yeah.
Well, as we were talking about last week, because I haven't seen Fubar 2 actually, but I do know that it's not the mockumentary format.
Yeah.
It's just actually kind of more like a movie.
Mhm.
And as we were talking about last week,
Like the reason they did the mockumentary format was because they thought that was the most cost-effective way to make the movie. Right?
exactly, because then you don't have to have like
Mhm.
extras. You don't have to have a set. You
Exactly.
can just
You
like
just get to do everything. Like
all you need is the characters.
exactly.
And yeah, I was reading because we were also discussing last week like who were the people that were like not aware that it was
Not aware that it was
that they were characters.
Yeah, that it wasn't real. Yeah.
So confirmed that the fist fighters, that the bare knuckle boxing guys, were definitely like just some guys that
Yeah,
they found around.
yeah.
But they besides them, they said there were other people more besides them. So there was clearly tons of people in this movie, I think, who had not agreed to be in a movie, but you know.
Away she goes.
Agreed to be in it afterwards, unless they didn't, in which case their face was blurred. So look for the blurred faces in this movie. And those are the people who lost their shot. You know, this could have been their
they could have been their thing, man. You know,
especially the band, like who he auditioned for. The drummer's face was blurred out. They could have, you know, like he could have made it big. You know, they just had his face on there.
Yeah, you know, never know.
I wonder what band that was. I should have looked that up anyway.
I'm sure you could figure it out.
Yeah.
Because, like, were the other guys in the band not blurred?
Yeah, the other guys in the band weren't blurred, so they must have given their
consent.
Consent. Let's see, because he calls from an ad, right?
Yeah.
I
don't know if the ad was real though.
Oh right, good point.
Although knowing this movie, it probably was.
Yeah, like they could because it looked like it was in a newspaper. And
yeah, I know, but they could have printed a fake newspaper. I feel like that was within their abilities.
But would they?
I don't know.
Or would they just find
an ad? Yeah. Well, because they did have to have an ad, I guess, to go. What was that sound?
That sound was Fubar, the movie starting.
Oh, because I was like, that sounds like the sound of a Pilsner cracking.
It was.
But we already cracked all our Pilsners.
Yeah, we did. So now I'm just trying to find the part where he calls the. Creeper was the band.
Yeah.
So Creeper.
Yeah, find Bill from Creeper.
Bill from Creeper.
Yeah.
Calgary, 2002. Yeah, fucking. I don't know if they're gonna be.
Like
if they're gonna have
if they're gonna. Do you think they have a fucking Bandcamp page?
Yeah, I mean maybe they have a MySpace.
Oh, a MySpace. Yeah.
That seems like.
That's
Creeper,
how they had it back in the day.
Band.
You might have to go on archive.
Calgary.
Does MySpace is MySpace still out?
I think so.
Oh yeah.
I haven't. I mean, I think Creeper's too
obscure,
too generic of a name for a band. For me to dig up right now, I'd have to.
Oh yeah, you might have to do some more.
Like you said, I'd have to go to the way back
machine.
Yeah. But instead of that, there's this great actually quote from Dow's about what we were talking about earlier about making a movie the right way. Yeah. So if you want to read that quote from him.
Oh, sorry. I had tried to do a movie where you tried to do everything properly and by the book, where you had to get a crew and a craft service and all that shit. I'm not doing any of that. We're not going to try to raise money. We'll just find money and just do it. Literally with me as the camera guy and sound guy, and those guys will just have fun. We set a date, we started shooting it that August. So basically, to translate that, he was basically saying, just give her.
Yeah, exactly.
Her,
yeah,
right?
To sum that up in one simple phrase, he was just fucking saying, give her, buddy.
Yeah.
So they did. And they made this fucking fantastic movie that we're still talking about today, and we're still fucking shotgunning pills about it.
And like, I'm actually surprised at how many people I've talked to who haven't seen this movie.
Yeah, I think.
And like, really, just like, fucking go watch this movie. It's so worth it.
It's a bit of a cult movie, it seems. But yeah, well, people who have heard of it usually think it's pretty funny.
Yeah, exactly. It's like.
But yeah, I had only seen it once prior to us.
Prior to us talking about it. Yeah, me too. I'd only seen it the one time. But
and now I'm gonna have to watch the second one.
Yeah, I'll watch the second one and maybe the show.
Oh yeah, well I'll have to check out the show, but I don't.
Yeah,
have
I hear
high
the
hopes.
show is not that great, but whatever.
But yeah, so let's just look briefly. I just wanted to look quickly at the second movie.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we can look at before we do that. We should look at the box office.
Oh yeah, let's figure it out because David Lawrence claimed that it did not make back its budget.
Yeah,
but I mean, he did say though that like it was still worth it in other ways.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
Well, because they basically didn't have to do anything else after this. Like,
yeah, well, I mean, Diener just fucking gets a spot on breakfast television.
yeah, we
for,
watched this great video. Search Diener breakfast television on YouTube.
Yeah, just Google that shit. He cooks some Kraft Diener.
Yeah, he shows you how to cook Kraft Diener with some Pilsel style. It's pretty good. But the point is, like, these guys are like, because of this movie, like,
like Terry has a YouTube channel where he just posted like hundreds of videos.
Yeah, hundreds of videos of him in character.
Of him in character as Terry.
And he's only got 10,000 subscribers, so you gotta get
really.
that. You gotta get that number up.
Get that number up. Yeah.
But yeah, so they've been able to sustain fucking their entire lives off of these characters, which is like, that's the fucking dream, you know.
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, some people might find that like, puts them in a box or whatever, but I mean, like,
but yeah, I mean, whatever, man.
These guys seem to have embraced it because they're still doing spots as the characters to this fucking day.
Yeah.
So it's
and like fucking Michael Doe is like he's got a serious career, he's done a ton of movies,
Yeah, he did a movie with Daniel Radcliffe.
He did, yeah.
He did a movie with some other people.
Yeah. He did a movie we covered on this podcast.
Yeah, he did a movie about hockey.
Yeah. With Jay Baruchel and Sean William
Oh,
Scott.
yeah, speaking of which, you should freshen up your Jay Baruchel.
Oh, yeah, Jay Baruchel. Just so you know, now that we've mentioned you, and we're talking about Canada and vaguely hockey, the challenge is still open. Let's play some NHL 94.
The challenge, yeah. So those of you who are unaware, Jake has an open challenge to Jay Baruchel to play NHL 94 because we're pretty certain that Jay's afraid to take us on. So yeah, the offer's open. Anytime he wants to come down and play Jake at NHL 94, we'll set that up.
We'll do it.
And
we'll get that going. Yeah.
We'll see who the champion is.
Yeah.
So yeah, I haven't heard of any of these other movies that he's done.
Who?
Doze.
Oh, well, we named 3, so.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. He's got one in development right now.
Oh, yeah? What is it, Fubar 3?
Just Cause.
Okay.
Which is the video, based on the video game.
Oh, really? Interesting.
So he's doing the Just Cause.
Fair enough.
Yeah, cool. So that's basically it for the production. Like, honestly, like, they're just fucking roaming around doing improv shit, and like, I don't know how I think they probably had the idea like beforehand that he's gonna get ball cancer. And
well, they must have known because that's like the main plot point of the movie.
Yeah, exactly.
That and Farrell getting killed.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, that scene where Farrell dies.
Right.
Like, do you know? Like, I wonder how they did the stunt
of him diving.
Yeah, and was it safe?
Probably. Well, my first, like, before he died, when he dove in, I was like, oh shit, he's diving in. That's that seems unwise.
Yeah, exactly.
But they must have just found a spot that like was safe for him to dive in. Really,
right,
I guess.
Exactly. Yeah.
But like, it looks dangerous.
Yeah.
And we did want to. That reminds me. Thank you. We wanted to look up last week. We had the question of.
Oh yeah, was Michael Doe on? Like, did he play the cameraman who jumps in the water?
Exactly.
And we did some research.
It seems like it's him.
Yeah, it is our expert opinion.
Based on our CSI skills.
Yeah, we believe that is him jumping into the water.
Yeah, because you don't get a clean shot of his face.
No, you don't.
But based on everything we know about him and him at the time.
Yeah.
We're pretty sure that's Doe's.
Exactly.
But yeah, so that's it for the production. Pretty, as we said, pretty light. But we do have another segment for you.
Oh yeah, what segment would that be?
Before we, how much of your pills do you have left? Because before we finish, these have to be finished.
Oh god,
it's part of the
How
part
much
of
you got? Let me
a
see.
lot. I got a lot left.
Oh, you got even.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
So this is our next segment. Here we go. We're gonna fucking just go right for it.
What you gonna give her?
Okay, here we
All
are.
right. So let's talk
Trek.
about 6 Degrees of Star Trek.
So,
What do you think? Do you think this was hard? Do you think this was easy?
okay, well, we talked about this sort of last week because normally everybody knows we do Trek in the first episode.
But for whatever reason, we didn't.
Well,
do
it doesn't happen. So,
Yeah.
you know, things change. But
Good thing we left it for this episode.
yeah,
Because the timing works better.
exactly. Because like. The first thing that I said was this is going to be fucking impossible because there's nobody in this movie and the people in this movie
Nothing is impossible.
nothing
is impossible. Not
but-
when Trek is involved.
But you pointed out rightly so that we've actually done a Doe's film before.
Yeah, and that we managed to do a Trek for that. So
and
if anything, it would just be that, but with one extra step.
exactly. So that's that. But I don't know. Have you done is there more beyond just that?
Yeah, so I have.
All
So
right.
only one of them is the same as that.
Oh, really? Holy
Yeah.
shit. Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. It's fucking Trek. So these are the connections between this movie and Star Trek, 1 degree, 2 degree, 3 degree, and so on. We don't normally do more than a 3 degree. That's kind of the...
Well, that's the whole point, is that we don't have to.
Yeah, exactly.
If we're doing something like, I don't know, maybe when we did like fucking Ran or something, maybe we did more than that. But like,
Yeah, that was...
But no,
was weird.
this is not even close to that. So first one, this is a like a two-step. It's like a okay. So we have Michael Doe's in this movie.
Yeah,
So this one's kind of a repeat.
right.
So we got Michael Doe's in this movie. Michael Doe's directed Goon. Alison Pill is in Goon,
Bet she is.
and she's also in Star Trek Picard.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, in
Straight up.
yeah,
Easy peasy.
lot of bunch of episodes.
She's a regular character.
Regular character, yeah. Okay, so, and then we have now this is where we start. The next two connections are both through Paul Spence.
Okay. What?
Yeah,
Paul Spence?
Paul Spence, who in the movie is Diener, obviously.
What else has he done? Okay.
Okay, so, and it all hinges on this one thing that he did,
Okay.
where he was in that, that Bob Dylan movie, I'm Not There?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in that.
What?
Yeah. So this is some weird movie where like
A bunch of people play Bob Dylan, and it's really weird. Yeah.
Paul Spence unfortunately does not play Bob Dylan.
No, that would be
No.
fantastic.
His role is listed as Homer. I'm not sure who
What that
is.
means?
No, I showed that somebody's name, Homer.
Homer.
Yeah, but it's like anyway, I'm not sure what that means, but this movie has a big cast.
Got
So a
very
couple
cast.
people were in Star Trek. What was I gonna say? One of which is Bruce Greenwood,
Okay, Bruce Greenwood.
who you may have known. He's like a fairly accomplished Canadian actor. But Bruce Greenwood was in a couple of the Abrams Star Trek movies as Captain Pike.
Oh, he was Pike.
Yeah,
Oh, that's who it is. Yeah,
yeah.
he's Canadian.
Yeah, he is. Actually, a lot of people in this movie are Canadian.
Really?
The-
Well, I guess.
I'm pretty sure this movie was filmed in Montreal. I didn't actually check, but
But it
when I
makes
was going
sense
through the
because-
cast, everybody who I saw,
When
it
was
was
it?
like-
When was it made?
2007.
Yeah, right. Because it said. Remember, we said they moved to Montreal
Yeah,
shortly
they
after
did,
making
yeah,
this
yeah.
movie.
See that's one right there.
Sick.
And then also in that movie was Andrew Shaver,
Andrew Shaver.
who has been in one episode of Star Trek Discovery as Commissioner Voss.
Commissioner who?
Commissioner Voss.
Voss.
That's the can't recall the episode right off the top of my head, but
Oh, there he is. Yeah, he's a Canadian actor.
yeah, but he's in there.
Oh yeah, he's in Anne with an E, a wonderful Canadian show.
Yeah.
Seen that? Yeah,
So there's three right there, eh?
yeah. There's three. That was a lot easier than I thought it would be.
Oh yeah, I mean Canada, everything with Canada, like I feel like we're overrepresented in Star Trek.
We're overrepresented in everything American.
We punch above our weight.
Definitely.
Fucking Captain Kirk's Canadian, first of all.
Captain Kirk is Canadian.
Yeah,
And then, well, Jean-Luc isn't Canadian, but
no, he's not.
But we don't want him.
What?
No, just my beef against John Luke. But
Do you have beef against John Luke?
no, I used to have more of a beef against
Right.
him than I
Right.
do now. But yeah,
He likes shitty tea.
but yeah, the Earl Grey tea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, whatever. Actually, yeah, though that's what I got there. That's
So
correct.
that's Trek. All right, so this is basically our episode for this week. We got one more segment for you, which is our last and final thoughts
About this movie.
about this movie. And then yeah, we're gonna leave you for this week, and we hope you enjoyed our brief episode, our little party episode where we shotgun some beers,
Yeah.
even though it's not something that we do. And as you could probably tell, it's affected our performance
A little bit, yeah.
but hopefully for the better.
Yeah, hopefully.
But probably not. So what are your final thoughts? Give me some thoughts here.
Watch this movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of a must watch.
Like I'm really surprised how many people haven't seen this fucking movie.
Yeah, it's just
It's like if you like especially people who like Trailer Park Boys and shit like that, or like
yeah,
it's
exactly.
like if you haven't seen this movie, it's like just do it.
Yeah, exactly. Just give her.
Just give her.
Just give her.
Just
Yeah.
give her, and it's like, it's like what more could you want?
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. Like David Lawrence said, fucking Bob and Doug, Wayne's World, Trailer
Yeah.
Park Boys. If you're fans of any of those, this is you gotta watch it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and it's oh god. It's it's one of the better black comedies actually I've seen in
I guess
in
it
a
is
while.
a black comedy, yeah, because it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
there's fucking cancer, there's
Yeah.
a guy breaking his skull open,
Yeah, it's very dark.
It's very dark, but
movie.
it doesn't feel that way.
No,
No.
because of the sunny disposition of
Diener and
of
Terry.
Diener and Terry, which
Yeah.
is a lot like Wayne Campbell
Absolutely, yeah.
and the fucking Trailer Park Boys. But yeah, do you have any more final thoughts?
I don't know. Pretty good.
Pretty good. How does that all that pills feel in your
To be honest, not great.
Yeah, me neither. Yeah, I
To be
know.
honest, like my stomach's not enjoying this.
Yeah, I feel ill.
It's like that was a lot of fucking foam to like.
Yeah, a lot of
drink all at once, yeah.
exactly. That's a lot of pills foam to get in your one. So yeah, I feel ill. Jake feels ill.
Yeah, I feel ill. Yeah.
So that's probably a good place to have a last little pull on the
all right,
pills.
cheers, bud.
Cheers.
All right, fucking give her, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Rock and roll is my guitar, girls electricity, and if I got both of them, I got all I need. I could live a life without liquor, I know that it'd be hard, but a life without girls and rock and roll would break my heart. 'Cause rock and roll